Hey folks, just thought I'd shoot a little mini haul video tonight. Nothing spectacular. I just got bored yesterday and really wanted to get out of the house. So my buddy and myself, we went up to Half Price Books and Music. I like to go out there when I can. They're not right on the bus line, so I don't get out there that often. But they've got pretty good deals. And especially on their CDs. Their CDs are pretty reasonably marked, usually like $3 and $4 for the ones that are up in the bins, the newer ones. And then I like to go underneath and look at they'll usually about 3 or 4 rows across, and it's like dollar CDs. And so I picked up a whole bunch of dollar CDs yesterday. And we're going to get into it, aren't we, Jake? Yep, we sure are. So here we go. First, I'll show you the 2 pieces of vinyl that I picked up. One is Whiteheart. This is Hotline. It's an '85 album. Not a bad album. It's, from my opinion, they really took off after this album with albums like Don't Wait for the Movie, which was good, Emergency Broadcast, which was excellent, and then Freedom, which is one of the best rock albums I've ever heard. But yeah, I'm a Whiteheart fan, so chance to pick up one of their older albums on vinyl. It was cheap, so yeah, I snatched it up. If you watched my last kind of pickups video, you know that I've kind of discovered Richie Furay of Buffalo, Springfield, and Poco fame, and so I've been kind of on that kick. Well, I found a Poco album. Don't even know where it fits in their discography. Just saw it. It was in good condition. It was cheap, so I picked it up. Don't know if this is original inner sleeve or not. It's on like this Karma Records sleeve, but it's actually Epic, so I don't know. I don't think it's the original sleeve, but and I couldn't find the date, and I haven't looked at the discography to figure out where this album falls in. I do know that Furay's on it. That's him there. Then, of course, we've got Jim Messina from Loggins and Messina fame, and Timothy B. Schmidt of the Eagles. So that's Poco. Don't know if that's their first album or not, but we'll find out soon enough, won't we, Jake? Yep. Let's jump in on the CDs. Got Tom Mabe. This is a comedy album. He is a Louisville comedian that I like a lot. Revenge of the Telemarketers Round 2, where he just records calls where telemarketers have called him, and he's kind of messed with them. Good stuff. Where I first heard of this next artist, I can't even remember, but it's rock. Sarah Borges and the Broken Singles. Diamonds in the Dark is the name of the album. It's on Sugar Hill, which I usually associate more with bluegrass and country, but here's a picture. But I have enjoyed her stuff, so I saw this and picked it up. Then we got Selah, Christian group that does probably a little bit more adult contemporary than what I really like, but The lady in the middle, her name is Nicole Sponberg. I have a solo album of hers from when she was Nicole Smith. So I guess Sponberg is her married name. She's got a killer voice. And that's what draws me to picking up stuff that she's on, is because I really love her voice. Then I picked up Mercy Me, Undone. Right now, I guess they're kind of experiencing a little bit of a resurgence because they're best known for their album, I Can Only Imagine. And there's a movie out by that name now. So I picked that up. I kind of dig their music. Of course, you know, TobyMac. Not, again, stylistically not something I listen to a lot, but TobyMac, I like his stuff. Tonight, it's the name of this CD. Of course, he was 1/3 of DC Talk, great Christian rock band. His stuff is a little more hip hop, soul. Picked up Lee and Womack album. Not sure where this fits in her discography. I need to look that up, but it's a '97 recording from MCA. Looks like Decca label too, but anyway, despite the kind of modern cover, it is a country album. Really been appreciating her voice more and more these days. I was just listening the other day to Buddy Miller, most recent album, something like the King Amo sessions or something like that. But anyways, Buddy and Leanne Womack do a duet on George Jones, After the Fire, which is just spectacular. Picked up a sealed copy of Tanya Tucker, What Do I Do With Me? Very underrated artist. And one of those artists, and I probably ought to start a thread about artists that they're famous for a particular song, but again, she's known for Delta Dawn, but that is far from my favorite song that she's ever done. But yeah, that would be a good thread topic probably someday, would be artists that you love but really don't like their most famous song. Another one for me would be Rick Springfield, because Jesse's Girl is alright, but it's nowhere near the top of the playlist for me where he's concerned. Someone a little bit more modern, Casey Chambers. Guest appearances on this album by Buddy Miller and Lucinda Williams. Very good artist. This is Barricades and Brick Walls. This next album kind of threw me a little bit when I saw it. It's called Inspirational Homecoming, a tribute to the Gaither legacy. And basically this is kind of like a tribute album where all the songs are songs written by either Bill Gaither or his wife, Gloria. It's done on Forefront, not the Gaither label, so that was a little confusing to me, but it's got some interesting stuff on it. DC Talk's Michael Tate does Because He Lives with George Beverly Shea, and that's, talk about two artists that are so extremely different. It's got some other great great songs like He Touched Me, performed on this recording by Dino. There's something about that name, Eddie DeGarmo and Friends, which kind of threw me a little bit too, because when you consider that his friends on that song were, one, Russ Taff, and two, Mark Farner of Grand Funk Railroad, why wouldn't you want to put their name on here? But this I think is mainly a compilation album. I don't know if there were any songs recorded just for this project, but I know There's Something About This Name, the Eddie DeGarmo song, was a track from his second album, Phase 2. So, but yeah, so I picked this up. I'm a big fan of. I think Bill Gaither is really a treasure. He's such a great song and hymn writer. Great man. Now for the Winans part of this video. I mean, the next three are all Winans related. The Winans being one of the great families in black gospel music. This first project is the first one I've ever gotten by Vicki Winans. Vicki was married to Marvin, and unique packaging. So you pull out the cover. This part, I don't know if I shine the light right on there, you can see it looks kind of like a puzzle piece, like a puzzle. It's got that kind of, it just has those kind of grooves put into it. The name of the album is Bringing It All Together. So I guess that's what that's about. But behind it was the same cover in a booklet. Notice this one, apparently somebody had gotten her to autograph it. So it looks like it says Love V. And this album may be the surprise CD of the bunch, because I've listened to some samples of it, and it's a nice little upbeat R&B album. And yeah, so I think I'm really going to kind of dig it. There's the back. Then of course I found a BeBe and CeCe Winans CD, Relationships. I did not have this one. Love BeBe Winans. If I ever did a top male vocalist video, he'd probably be top 5 for me. He is just got an exceptional voice. Did notice when I was looking at some of the songwriting credits that there are a couple songs that were written with BeBe Winans and Steve Harvey. And I'm just wondering, is that the comedian Steve Harvey? That would seem kind of odd to me, but anyway, any album with BeBe on it, I'm glad to get. And of course, I'm not saying anything about CeCe, but she's certainly a powerhouse vocalist as well. Great voice. But yeah, I guess I'm partial to BeBe. He can really go. And then I found another Winans. I was really excited about this CD, but I think I've cooled on it just a little bit, just because it's called Winans Family Tree. It was put out on Light Records, but the more I look at it, it appears to me to just be kind of a compilation of some of the albums that came out on Light Records under the Winans. It'll be a good album to listen to, but I thought maybe it was like a new project from the family, and I don't think it is. I don't think that, because I recognize some of the songs, Pop Winans does This Train, and I have the album that's on. So to me, I'm pretty sure this is a compilation, and still cool, and fortunately I only paid $1 for it, because I probably have some of the albums that the songs are coming from. But alright, so that's it. I picked up a couple other CDs here that I'm about to show that are I paid a little bit more for, just a couple bucks more. Steve Earle, Transcendental Blues. Let me pull the cover on this one. Working on my Steve Earle collection. This is my second CD of his. I need to pick up the one with Jerusalem. I've heard that song a lot, and it's a great song. But yeah, I couldn't pass up a Steve Earle CD. Then I've picked up Norah Jones, Little Broken Hearts. Love Norah Jones. This will pretty much complete the solo albums of hers. I think there are some side projects I still need to pick up. But was very happy to kind of a little pack here. But yeah, I was very glad to pick that up and get that much closer to finishing off my Norah collection. And then this was almost kind of another whole filler. King's X, Black Like Sunday, which means I am ogre tones away from having completed my King's X collection, except for their side projects, which there are so many King's X side projects. Doug Pinnick seems like he's always putting something out with somebody. I want to get the, oh shoot, I shouldn't even mention it because now I can't remember the band name, but he's done a couple of band projects with George Lynch, and I want to pick them up, but I was happy to pick up this King's X. Black Like Sunday from 2003. So that's it. I'll go ahead and close. Went a little longer than I thought. Alright, so I'm going to close and hope y'all are having a great weekend, and Jake and I will check you out soon. Bye bye.